Thank you and welcome back. We have Joshua Molesbury joining us today from Developing World Connections. It's great to have you back on the show.
Yeah, so good to be here.
Yes, great to have you. And a special guest as well, Doug Whittle, who's taking part in the Machu Picchu Challenge.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. What is this?
Well, you know, as you know, 2 years ago, we were on here pitching something called the Kilimanjaro Challenge. And basically, the concept is a fundraising event to help Developing World Connections raise money to support the projects it works on all over the world. And 2 years ago, I convinced this guy to come with us, and none of us thought he'd survive Kili, but he did. And so now we thought we'd do it again, but this time we're going to be doing Machu Picchu.
Which one is more strenuous, would you say? Which is the bigger challenge physically?
Oh, Kilimanjaro is by far more strenuous.
Yeah.
But I think what I proposed to Joshua this time was we're not going to just do a really, really cool hike. We want to also do construction and give back. So we got a really cool little program, I guess, and we're going to add on to a school outside of Lima. And it's a school that Developing World Connections has started, and we're going to add on another classroom to it.
Fantastic.
So, Joshua, it's about, what, 45 minutes out of Lima?
Yeah, just on the outskirts of Lima, and these communities have kind of sprung up over the years as families have moved down from the mountain regions to try to, you know, eke out a better life for their families, and the government resources just don't make it their way out there. So, you know, these communities and schools have to fend for themselves, and so DWC over the years have plugged in with funding to, you know, run in-school feeding programs and train teachers and add classrooms, etc. So this whole event is really focused on supporting DWC and the great work that it's doing there.
Let's go to Machu Picchu right now. We have some visuals. This is, isn't this considered one of the 7 wonders?
Well, it's a World UNESCO site, right? So, and they're talking about shutting it down, so you can no longer. Pretty soon, you'll no longer be able to even go up there and hike and enjoy this wonder.
It's just too damaged from all the tourists?
Well, it's because it's such a historic, it is, as Doug said, it's a World Heritage Site, you know, and so even today, the government limits the amount of people that can visit there in a day. So we're having to book months in advance to be able to hold our spot on the trail.
And so the challenge is what? You have to raise a certain amount? How does this work?
Yeah, so the challenge is essentially pay your own way and plus make a contribution to Developing World Connections. And then get to that top of the mountain, whether by hiking along, you know, jungles and valleys and ancient pathways, or by taking a train and meeting up with the rest of us at the top.
So you don't have to be in Olympic fighting shape to do this if you want to take part. We're not.
What are you saying, Susan? So we are Olympians, clearly.
You climb Mount Kilimanjaro as if I'd be making jokes at you.
There you go.
No, it's like for somebody who just really knows that they might not want to put it out there and like physically exhaust themselves. They don't have to.
Exactly. Not everybody can hike, and I think with this train option, it's really, really a neat thing. So when we leave the school project and we fly to Cusco, that's where you have to get climatized a few days ahead, and we'll probably have the rest of our team join us there, and we'll take off and start hiking, and then the other group will stay back, do some more sightseeing. There's all kinds of things to see, and then they'll jump in the train and they'll actually meet us at the top.
Perfect.
And we'll be able to join together and enjoy the incredible. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just you're going to see it. It's just it is like a wonder of the world.
Have you guys been there before? I have not. Have
Never.
you?
No.
Oh, fantastic.
I've been to Peru several times, but never, just hadn't had the opportunity to do that yet.
So you want to see more people join the team, essentially?
Yeah, you know, it's actually really surprising. We opened this up, and we never know, like, these ideas Doug and I came up with, they're kind of left field, harebrained schemes, you know, and so we never know what the response will be. But we opened this up less than a month ago to the public, and we have 10 people already.
Okay.
So the ceiling is going to be 15 to 18.
Okay.
And we're shutting down, registration closes the end of November, just because we have to book those spots in Peru months in advance. So
exactly.
Yeah, they need to get in touch with Developing World Connections by the end of November, submit their application form, pay their deposit, and then
Off you
go from there.
Or they can contact me at obviously at DW Builders or whatever, and we want to get their names in. We got lots of people that talk about it, and then they end up leaving it too late.
Yes.
And then they're disappointed.
Sure. When is the trip?
We depart Canada April 14th of next year, and it'll be a 2-week trip, so getting back at the end of the month.
Awesome, you guys. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. It's not a harebrained scheme. I think it's fantastic. It's a great fundraiser, and making lifetime memories, bucket list for many people. This one will be.
I think Henry, even from the station here, Stan Henry, he's I think we almost shamed him into coming.
You should.
And maybe you're
You
next
should.
too, Susan.
Maybe I am.
I
I've
think
been
that's
thinking.
part of your bucket too.
Oh yeah, it is. I don't think I'll ever get to Mount Kilimanjaro, but Machu Picchu, you never know.
Yeah.
You guys, thank you for being here.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Yeah. We're out of time, but if you are interested in taking part in the Machu Picchu Challenge, you can certainly do that. Deadline to apply, though, is coming up. So, developingworldconnections.org, that's how you can apply online. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.